Okay, so I am on. I'm going to give people a few minutes to come on. I'm going to be talking about adversity, what adversity is, and how you can overcome adversity. So I'm going to give people a few minutes to come on. I'm playing Don't Worry, Be Happy. Because that's what's going to help us overcome adversity. Not worrying. Being happy. That's going to help us overcome adversity. One of the things that will help. When you worry, you make it double. You might have some trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. Who's coming on? Oh, I see people coming on. Hello, Daryl. Hello, Ricardo. Thank you guys for coming on. Got a little bit of music here. And we're going to be talking about adversity. And I do want you guys, I want us to be active. Comment, let me know what your struggles have been, how you've overcome adversity, if you're facing adversity now, how I can help you. Hello, thank you guys for coming on. I have all men who's on today. This is awesome. So, I got my little Don't Worry, Be Happy on right now. Just as I'm waiting for some people to come on. But I can go ahead and get started. I do want you guys, please send me some messages. Let me know you could hear me. Let me know what questions you have. But I want to talk about how Tantra can help you overcome adversity. But before I go into that, I want to talk about what adversity is. First and foremost, on yesterday, I did put a card. So on Mondays, I'm starting to do now Monday messages. So we have Monday messages and Tuesday lives. So, I'm trying to be more active and getting messages out there so I can really connect with you guys and just kind of share what I've learned, what I'm going through. Share my Monday messages on Mondays. So one of the things that I've been doing in my life, I've been pulling a card. I have the Soul's Journey card, and it's been really good for me. So I decided to just share this with you on Mondays. Hi, Vicky. Thanks for coming on. Hello, Ricardo, Roosevelt, Oscar, Daryl. Thank you guys for coming on. So I decided on Mondays to just share that with you guys. Do my Monday messages. And so yesterday I pulled adversity. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit more about that because we're constantly going through adversities in life. We're constantly going through different obstacles, different challenges in life. And so adversities could be anything from relationships. You could have adversity through relationships, through work, any type of relationships with your family member, with friends, with a significant other, with work, with your job, with what you're trying to do, what goals you have in life. And so a lot of times the biggest thing when we're faced with different obstacles, different challenges in life, the biggest thing that helps us to work through it is the way that we look at that challenge, the way that we look through adversity. So as I'm talking, I do want to hear from you guys. Write what comments you have about adversity, what struggles you went through, what's helped you along that path. And I am going to share how Tantra could help. But I do want to start off with talking about adversities first. So one of the things I want to share along with my personal journey when I lived in the U.S., hey, Dion, thanks for sending a message. How are you? So one of the things when I was actually trying to come to Brazil, I faced a lot of adversities. I had a house and I was like, okay, I'm going to try. Hi, cuz. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for coming on and sending a hello. Hi, Sheila. And so one of the things, I had a house and I was like, all right, I want to take a sabbatical and I want to really work on myself because I had been through a lot in terms of, I was working a lot. I was stressed. My naturopathic doctor was like, you Renee, you're going through a lot. Like your body just can't. I was like, okay, I need to get away, take care of myself, take a little sabbatical and just really focus on myself. And so I knew I wanted to leave, but then different things kept coming. Thank you. Obrigada, Sheila. So my roof caved. I started having issues with the roof. I ended up having to pay $10,000 to get my roof fixed. And then it was like one thing after the other. And I was just like, oh my God, how am I going to be able to leave here? How am I going to be able to like travel and do what I want? But I had to really just kind of get myself together and just breathe and be like, okay, look, you want to go, things keep coming up. And so what I did, I decided to just buy my ticket. So I bought my ticket. I got online. I bought my ticket for December 30th, 2009. I was like, I don't care what happens. I'm leaving on that day. And it was like literally things kept coming up one after the other kept coming up. But I was determined. I was like, I'm not going to let this stop me. It's not going to ruin this journey. I need to leave the U.S. to really focus on myself, work on myself. And I did not allow those challenges to stop me from leaving and doing what I wanted to do. And so even living here in Brazil, a lot of people think that my life is just so easy. They look at me on Facebook and they're like, oh my God, you're enjoying life. I wish I could be there. You know, I wish I could live like you. And I'm like, it's not that my life is easy, but I overcome my adversities through being focused, through being present, through trusting in the universe and trusting in God. And so, you know, there's many times where I'm just like, I don't know, I don't have money in my bank account, and I'm like, I'm going to go on that trip. I know I want to go to Bali. Next thing you know, money starts flowing because it's all energy. And so one of the things that I noticed is once if I get in my mind and I start thinking negatively and I'm like, oh, this is going on, this is horrible, I don't know what I'm going to do, then I stay stuck. But then when I get into that positive and I don't allow myself to worry, I'm just like, okay, right now I'm facing this challenge, but I trust in the universe. I trust what is in store for me. And I know that everything is energy, so I can shift that energy around. And that's one of the things that Tantra has helped me with. And not only Tantra, but shamanism, doing energy work like Reiki. And so money is also energy. And so even when we lack or we're going through hard times, the more that you stay in that I don't have, the more you're not going to have, right? Because you're putting that out into the universe. So even if you don't have, you have to think, you have to feel like I have abundance. I'm made of abundance. Abundance is mine. This is my right. And just completely live in that and feel that energy, and things that you want will come to you. And so this is the thing that I do. And so one of the things, once I started working with Tantra, I really learned how to channel that energy through meditations. Tantric meditations allow you to channel that energy and direct it. So one of the things before I started working with Tantra, I didn't know how to direct that energy. So I would kind of get caught in that spiral, and things would just keep happening, and just the negative stuff would keep coming. The challenges would keep coming, and I just didn't know how to get out of it. But once I learned how to work with energy and channel energy, I don't allow myself to get into that train of thoughts. So tantric meditations is excellent for that, because tantric meditations, we use sound, breath work, and movement. Through movement, we're releasing all of the traumas, all of the blockages that stays in our bodies. And so when we're going through different adversities, a lot of times those different things will stay within our cellular memories. And so we have to do that movement, that shaking, to release that. If you don't know about shaking, there's a great book by Dr. Peter Levine that's called Awaken the Tiger from Within, and he talks a lot about trauma, and he talks about how the animals in the wild, when they have a trauma, they shake. And so through that shaking, they're releasing the stuff that's stored within their bodies. But as humans, we don't do that. And so with tantric meditation, we're doing a lot of shaking. We're doing a lot of cathartic work, a lot of screaming, a lot of movement, even dance. And that allows you to release those traumas that's stored in your body. As a side note, I will be going to California, San Diego, March 15th. So look out for me. If anybody's in California right now listening to this, look out for me. I'll be at the Women's Day Exchange. I forget where, in San Diego, and the lady that's organizing it, her name is Vika Hernandez. I will put her name on here. Vika Hernandez, she's my Facebook friend. Check that out. I have put that on, and we're going to be doing some movement, a lot of dancing kind of movement, breath work to release whatever traumas that's in our bodies. So it's going to be excellent. Also, I do online courses. So if you don't have someone that you can go and do meditation with or tantric work in your area, check out my website, www.prandharaprem.com. That's PRANDHARAPREM.com. And I do a lot of online classes and things like that as well. But going back to this, so you can do tantric meditation, or you could do traditional meditation. You could do meditation if you go to a Buddhist center and go and meditate. You could do mindfulness meditation. There's orgasmic meditation. Any type of meditation that you can easily do, that's going to be great, because what meditation does is it helps you to be present, it helps you to be focused, and it helps you to be aware. And so those are three things that you need to face adversity. You need to be present in this present moment and know that right now is the only thing that counts. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Yesterday no longer exists. So why worry about yesterday? Let's be present in this present moment. What can you do right now? What can you do in this present moment for your future? What can you do right now? Meditation helps because a lot of times we get in our thoughts and our minds keep going and going and going. You know how you start thinking, you're like, so-and-so did this to me, and she did this, and then you start thinking about why she or he did this, and then your mind just keeps going. Meditation helps bring you back, come back to your breath, and you're not creating a bigger story than it actually is. And a lot of times our minds create something bigger than it actually is. So if you can come back, it helps you. Okay, so Dion said something. This is amazing timing for me. I'm working through an abundance program right now. Yes. And what are they saying in the abundance program? Probably similar thing. I don't know. Shit, you want to share a little bit, Dion? But timing, it's so interesting because this is one of the things that I notice a lot living in Brazil, and that's because it's probably because I'm more present and aware that synchronicities happen all the time. So things that I want, information that I need to hear, comes right at the right moment. And so this happens all the time in our lives. There's constantly synchronicity, but we have to be open to receive that. We need to be in a state of openness, quietness, to be able to perceive when that synchronicity is happening. Shauna says, hi, Renee. Thank you for this. Oh, you are so welcome. So welcome. I love this. And I have to say, I miss a couple of Tuesdays, and I'm always so sad when I can't make it on Tuesdays. And because I love sharing, I love connecting you guys to different people that I know and I meet along the way. So, thank you guys for coming on. So, yes, going back to, hey, big brother, Errol, my brother's on here. So, very similar stuff that they're saying, Dion. Okay, great. Thank you for that confirmation as to what I was saying. That's awesome to hear. So, going back to adversity. And so different things happen within our lives, within our relationships, within our work to help us to grow, help us to learn about our inner strength and what we can handle, what we could do. So, growing up, I've heard this saying, God never gives us any more than we can bear. The universe is always conspiring to assist us. So the universe doesn't give you anything more than you can handle as well. So all these obstacles that come along is so that we can learn who we are, so that we could see, okay, how do we handle ourselves in this situation? How do we perceive this situation? And all of that makes a difference. So when that struggle comes, breathe, become focused, become present, and trust in yourself and say, okay, what can I do in this situation? This is what's happening. What is the message for me to learn? And how can I get this across? Let me see what Dion says. Hello, Pierre Mamacita, for watching. Dion says, harness the energy. I see it happening already. Today I wasn't able to pay in that moment for my ear treatment. The doctor treated me anyway. Yes. So things like that happen. That happens all the time. And it's when you're walking in faith and you know that exactly what you need, you're going to get at that time, you know? And so I like what you said, Dion, harness the energy. And that's one of the things, going back to Tantra. Tantra helps you to harness your energy, because so many of us waste that energy through sex, masturbation. And I'm not saying any of those things are wrong, not judging, not at all. Sex is great, masturbation is great. But so many of us lose that energy through masturbation, through watching porn and masturbating, and through sex with whoever, with whoever. But when we begin to harness that energy and work with our sexual energy, and the key way of working through that sexual energy is with Tantra, because Tantra works with that sexual energy. So many people hear sexual energy or Tantra and they think of sex. It's not about sex. Yes, there is tantric sex, but that's like 5%. There's a 95% of Tantra that's about harnessing that energy and learning how to channel that energy so you can do good with it, so you can be present, you can be focused, and be able to handle whatever obstacles or challenges come your way. Does that make sense for you guys? Are you hearing that? Also, if you have any questions about this, let me know. If you have any questions about any specific adversities, any obstacles that's in your life right now, please write it, and I'll do my best to answer. Okay, hello, be present. Biggest thing I'm practicing right now. So, Pierre Mamacita, how are you practicing to be present right now? Is that through meditation? Is that through stillness? Like, what are you doing to practice being present right now? And so, while I'm waiting for that response, there's many different ways you can also be present. You can be present through while you're washing dishes, while you're cleaning, while you're sweeping, while you're mopping, while you're dancing, whatever it is. It's about bringing your mind to what you're doing and being focused on that moment. And the more and more that you do that, you begin to learn how to train your mind to not go on and on and on and on and create more, the obstacle being bigger than it actually is. And so that's one of the key things. Also, going back to the Tantra and working with adversity, tantric massage is really good as well. One, because tantric massage helps you to connect to your body, become more aware of your body. And so, for example, I had a lady today, my very last tantric massage that I gave today, I had a lady that comes in. So if you don't know, I'm a tantric therapist. And so what does that mean? I do therapy. So with tantra therapy, I begin and I sit and do talk therapy in the beginning. Then I do meditation, breath work, and tantric massage. So most of my sessions last minimum an hour and a half to 2 hours. So lady came in today and she was really, just really distraught because she's in this relationship that's not defined as a relationship. The guy doesn't want anything serious, but yet they're spending all this time together, a lot of time together, and he doesn't want anything serious, and she's just really hurt. And so, so I really talked to her about that. So this is her adversity, right? Being able to express how she's feeling, going through what she's feeling. And so in the sessions, I use a lot of the tantric therapy to empower her. We did a Kali meditation, which was so intense, which was a lot of movement, shaking, and then we invoked the goddess Kali, and then we started cutting the heads of Kali. Kali's a Hindu goddess with a tongue out, and she has all these heads, these demons that she chopped the heads off. And those demons are metaphors, right, for our challenges, our obstacles, our adversity, fear, pain, anger, trauma, all of that's in our bodies. And she was just releasing and releasing and releasing. After that, we did some breath work. I gave her a tantric massage, and she was just crying and crying. And it was just a release because she just felt empowered, and she was just releasing all of that disempowerment that she was giving to this guy who was not deserving of her. And then at the end, I just held her. And it was so beautiful. And it was like, and this is one of the things in that moment, I was like, this is why I love living in Brazil. Because I can actually hold a client. As a therapist in the States, you can't touch your clients. You can't touch them. And it's like we're so touch malnourished. We need touch. And sometimes, you know, all of us who go to a therapist, sometimes you just want to be held and know that you're safe and know that you're loved, know that you're cared for. And that was just, in that moment, I honestly wanted to cry. I was like, this is so beautiful that I could be here. I could hold space for her. I could help empower her, you know? And that's what Tantra is all about. It's about empowering you. It's about balancing. It's about balancing all of your chakras, activating your chakras so you can be empowered, you can be grounded, you can be connected, and you can face adversities with strength, with a clear head, and just with your energy harnessed. Okay, let's see what Pierre Mamacita said. Meditation. So her way of practicing being present is through meditation and staying focused on what I'm doing. Exactly. My mind tends to flit off, and I bring it back, or flick off, and I bring it back to where I am and the action I'm performing. That's excellent. That's excellent. And that's the thing, like all of our minds tend to just wander. And in Buddhism, we call that monkey mind, right? So we all have the monkey mind, and that's one of the things that I love about tantric meditation, is that because it's active and we're doing breath work, we're doing movement, it helps to still the mind. But again, you can do any type of meditation. Any type of meditation will help with that. So, hello, Robin. Thanks for coming on. I'm thanking you guys for coming on. So, I want you guys to just think about a couple things. A couple takeaways here I want you to think about in terms of adversity. So when something is coming your way, I want you to think about, write this down. Get a pen and paper, write this down if you can, so you can go back later and look at it, or play this again. First, write down, how I see the obstacle I face. How I see the obstacle I face. If you're going through an adversity right now, write this down, and I want you to go through this and see what happens. Or just write it down for the future. 2, how I respond to this adversity, and write that down. How I respond to this adversity. So 1, how I see the obstacle I face. 2, how I respond to this adversity. And you guys can watch this again and play it back. Okay. 3, how I maintain my composure when facing adversity. So these are 4 important things that I'm going to talk to you about, that I'm going to have you write down and look at, so you can really see how you face adversity and help you think about how you can change it. 3, how I maintain my composure when facing adversity. And remembering, again, meditation is going to help you maintain your composure. Tantric meditation, tantric massage, tantric therapy helps guide you to become more present, harnessing your energy, channeling that energy, empowering yourself, you know. Okay, let's go through these questions again. Make sure you get them. 1, how I see the obstacle I face. 2, how I respond to this adversity. 3, how I maintain my composure when facing adversity. And 4, the story I tell myself about what is going on. These are so important. What is the story that you're telling yourself about what is going on? And so once you write all of this out, you're going to have a clear message about what you can do differently, what patterns that you've been repeating, so that you can see clearly and do differently. So let's see what Shauna writes. Shauna, absolutely makes sense. I'm laughing out loud because on yesterday I was thinking of visiting your Facebook page, but I forgot it. Ironically, I came across this live on my feed. There is no ironically, synchronicity. Yes, synchronicity and manifestation. A synchronicity and manifestation of something I needed, I would assume. My gratitude. I am so grateful for you, Shauna. I'm so grateful for all of you that's coming on and watching. I'm so grateful for the synchronicities. This is what happens in life. So, Shauna, you didn't have to even remember. Maybe yesterday wasn't the time for you to come on my page. It was for you to come on today. And you got exactly what you needed. And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about adversity, right? Trusting that you get exactly what you need to grow, to learn about your strength, to learn about your power, and to learn about what you can do, and to help you become more focused. And so I want to add one more thing. When you're going through adversity, through different challenges, be grateful for it. Be grateful. Be grateful for the lesson that you're learning through this. And see how it switches. So the next time you have something going on, say, I am thankful. Let's just show an example out there. I am thankful for this breakup because I know that this was in my best interest. I know that this is about for me to learn and grow. I'm thankful for losing my job. I'm thankful for getting fired. And I trust that this is for my best and highest good, and I know that there's going to be something better out there. So just being grateful for whatever obstacles come and see what happens. Mama Sita says, is there any crossover with Tantra and Reiki? Sounds like there are some similarities. Hola, Lindona, Carla. So, Pierre Mama Sita, great question. There really are some crossovers. So, interesting thing, I'm a Reiki master. And so, in my Reiki course, I've even before I got into Tantra, and I didn't know anything about Tantra, but in my Reiki courses, I always teach about the Kundalini energy. And if you're a Reiki master, you do learn a meditation to do. And in that meditation to do, we're working with that same Kundalini energy. So both Reiki and Tantra works with sacred energy, the Kundalini energy, which is your sexual energy, your vital life force energy. But Reiki doesn't really talk about Tantra, or they don't go into what Kundalini is. And so you don't know unless you work with the two. And so both Reiki and Tantra are working with the Kundalini energy. You are learning how to channel that energy. With Reiki, you're a vessel, and the energy comes through you to heal, right? Through Tantra, so like when I do tantric massage, that energy is coming through my hands and I'm healing people. So it's even more powerful than just doing Reiki. So when I do tantric massage, I have Reiki coming out, I have the tantric energy coming out, and we're just working on releasing the traumas and different things that's stored in within the body. Hi Sheila, love you too. Thank you for coming on and watching. I love all of you guys that's watching. Thank you guys so much. So I hope this helps. So let me say the 4 again. The 4th one, the story I tell myself about what is going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, how I see the obstacle I face. 2, how I respond to this adversity. 3, how I maintain my composure when facing adversity. And 4, the story I tell myself about what is going on. So those are just 4 things I want you to write down, look at, and think about when we come to adversity, so that you can be able to release the way that you've been holding on to adversity, so that you can see that when one door closes, another opens. And I think maybe a couple of weeks ago, I might have even did a Facebook post on that. When one door closes, another one opens. And so there you have it. That's it on adversity. So I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, please feel free. If you live somewhere and you can connect to somebody who does tantric healing work or just meditation, do that. That will help. In addition to those 4 questions, again, being grateful, showing your gratitude for the lesson that you're learning. Also, 2 sentences I also want to give you as well that will help. I fully accept what has happened without resistance. So that's a key too, without resistance. Fully accepting what has happened without resistance. Because I want you to be grateful for what happened, but then fully accepting without resistance. Because if you're resisting, then you're still not going to get it. You're still not going to learn the lesson that you needed. And you're still holding on to that obstacle, to what happens. So just begin to say, I fully accept what has happened without resistance. Or I accept that some things are out of my personal control. I accept that some things are out of my personal control and release that control. And that's the thing, a lot with tantric massage and tantric work, we work on helping you to learn to let go of control, release and control. Because a lot of times we want to feel like everything is within our control, and it's not, and it's okay. But when we release control and we let go, that's when more can come to us. That's when we actually open up and allow things to come in exactly what we need to come in. Dion says, awesome, Renee. Thank you so much. Sending beautiful energy your way. Thank you. And I am accepting beautiful energy from you, Dion. And I'm also sending you beautiful energy. I'm sending all of you beautiful energy. So I do want to say, you know, it seems like a lot of you guys enjoyed this. You benefited from it. So if you also want to help with this synchronicity and share this on your timeline, share this with someone else who may benefit from this. You never know, you might just share this on your timeline and someone else need to hear this message. So if you're that type of person that really likes to share something that was beneficial to you, that helped you, share it on your timeline to help someone else, you know. And so thank you so much. So I hope this was great, that this helps you to work through the adversity, the challenges with money, with relationships, with whatever that's going on, giving you some different ways to look at it, different ways to think about it, different ways to be grateful for what you're learning. This really just empowers you. It empowers you. Instead of being in that victim role and disempowered, you're taking an empowered role. So you're not a victim. Something happened, you're going through something, but you will come out of it. You are strong, you are powerful, and the universe conspires to assist you. So remembering that, doing what you need to do. Check me out on my website, www.prandharaprem.com, PRANDHARAPREM.com. Check me out on Instagram, Prandhara Prem. Check me out on I also have Sacred Soul Retreat. Instagram, so I have Prandhara Prem, Sacred Soul Retreat. If you're interested in coming on a retreat, I got 2 more spots for my Sacred Sisters Soul Retreat, April 4th to the 12th, 2020. I still have a couple of spots open for my couples retreat for the couples. It's gonna get juicy up in Brazil in August. So July 31st to August 8th, I got a couples retreat. We're gonna be doing some different things to help you learn how to become more intimate, improve your connection, and play around with different things to spice up your love life a little bit more. So check out one of those retreats. Check me out on one of my online courses, one of my online workshops. Here, got everything you want. And see me on Monday for Monday messages, on Tuesdays for Tuesday Facebook Lives. And check out my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is my name, Renee Adolphe, Adolphe, as well as Prandhara Prem. You could also look me up on YouTube from either Renee Adolphe or Prandhara Prem. So yes, check out my YouTube. Subscribe and share that, because I have some great juicy information on that could also help other people. My YouTube is a little bit juicier than my Facebook Lives. So check out my YouTube, Prandhara Prem, Prandhara Prem. Check me out. I think I will be on Wednesday night, tomorrow night, on Married at First Sight as the couples therapist. So if you haven't seen it yet, it is on Lifetime, 8 p.m. Central Time, and 8 p.m. EST time. I believe 8 p.m. EST time. But check me out. I'm going to be on there. If I'm not on tomorrow, I'm going to be coming on one of these upcoming episodes pretty soon. Watch me. Let me know if you enjoy it. And love you guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all. And please share this. Share this on your timeline, because someone else needs to hear this, and it will be great. All right, love you guys.